It's 8:51 on a Wednesday morning as we roll till 9 o'clock. That means
95.7 KCMO Talk Radio. It's time for What If Wednesday.
What if, instead of having you on this radio station, there was somebody else?
All right, John, 3 questions. What is on the rundown, my man?
Big one today. What if the federal government shutdown lingers into November?
Well, then Patrick Tuohy's not coming to the studio anytime soon. That's the first part of that.
Isn't
He is hunkered down, man. You're going to make it, Patrick. Wherever you are in that bunker, you're going to make it there, big man. But it's not clear it means anything, especially here in Kansas City. I heard from multiple IRS workers who said that they are going back to work today, but they will be back paid. Now, it could mean that appointments with the VA here in Kansas City are stalled and delayed and postponed, and that would be a darn shame for our veterans. If you're trying to renew a passport, that could be problematic. If it gets to November, there could be noticeable issues up at the airport, from what I gathered talking to people yesterday. Nothing changes for the next 30 days for the month of October at the airport because the security are paid a month in advance. But if you get to November, then you may have some noticeable problems when it comes to security up at KCI. But until we get there and until I see it with my own 2 eyes, I don't sit here and say, wow, man, we're all going to notice issue X, Y, and Z across Kansas City with a government shutdown. I'm not seeing it. I mean, grants may get delayed and projects involving grant money may be put on hold. That was something else I was told yesterday by people at City Hall. And then I'm like, okay.
Nobody cares.
Who cares? I mean, that's irrelevant to most people. So I'm not going to really worry about it right now, John. And CNN can keep with its countdown clock that they've got running up right now. And it still means nothing, whether it's at 9 hours, 9 days, or 9 weeks, as far as I'm concerned.
What if the Royals had never fired Frank White as the team broadcaster?
We may have very well avoided the last 10 years of political incompetence at the top in Jackson County. So Frank White gets let go by the Royals as a broadcaster at the end of the 2011 season. I found an old clip on YouTube yesterday of John Holt. I sent it to John Holt at Fox 4. I'm like, who's this young guy on the broadcast? Going back 14 years now. And I'm thinking to myself, Frank ends up in the county legislature in 2014. He then gets appointed to replace Mike Sanders in 2016, runs for re-election that year, and wins 2 more terms. If the Royals kept Frank another couple of seasons, you get to 2014, you get to 2015. Frank's the hometown hero. There's nothing bad to say about the Royals there, right? Getting to a World Series, winning a World Series. He may still be in that job 14 years later, John.
Sure. I mean, he, like you say, he's from here. He was also the graduate of the Royals Academy. Ewing Kauffman had set something up back in the late 60s, early 70s to develop talent. And for people who didn't get a chance to go to college and for, what's the word I'm looking for? South of the border is the best thing I could say right now. Dominican players and things like that. And so Frank was a graduate of the Academy, a success story in the organization, a World Series veteran. That would have been great. Woulda, coulda.
Yeah. And you think about how he could still be doing it today. And I was not here when Frank was in the broadcast booth, but, John, you said you liked him. A lot of people said that
Kevin
the reason
liked him too, but I'm speaking out of turn maybe. But I certainly did enjoy him.
And the reason he didn't get the job or got let go of the job is partially because he was too critical during some of those lean years.
Which was telling it like it was.
Yeah. And by the way, for those of you wanting to blame John Sherman for something else, this is not on him. This was under David Glass ownership group, so different time.
Outfielders crashing into each other and dropping balls. So, when Frank would call that out, we all saw it. We knew Frank was right.
That's why when I was early in my broadcast years doing play-by-play, high school football and whatnot, down in Oklahoma, Southwest Kansas, Texas Panhandle, I was like, I can't do this. I mean, I can't do this and not have an opinion when these players are playing like garbage. I can't do this part of the job. I'm out. I'm done. All right. What's last on What If Wednesday?
What if the drug cartels admitted that Trump was making their job more difficult?
Well, you would think that if they were admitting that, we would be bragging about that all over the country, left, right, in the middle. That's not what's happening, despite this clip yesterday from CNN where they had a reporter interview a drug cartel member from Mexico who is completely covered in all clothing so no one knows who he is, and take a listen to what it sounded like.
Do you think what President Trump has been doing has been making your job tougher?
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
But it's becoming more difficult, you think?
Yeah.
They even changed his voice. You have people who are trying to smuggle drugs into this country, admitting that the guy in charge is making their life more difficult. How are you possibly against that? Like, there are certain policy issues where I'm like, okay, I disagree, but I can understand why you might support the other side. How are you possibly going to sit here and be like, no, that border that Trump's closed down, that's not good, that's racist or something? We literally have drug cartel members admitting that this is making their job more difficult, and their job is to pour drugs across the border, which end up killing Americans. That is a win-win, and we should brag about it.